to right here. I'm curious about this.
So
and this.
we'll start here. So this little thing essentially for you guys is a stamp, for lack of other terms, but it's a custom stamp. It's not one that you can buy at the store. It's a custom-made stamp. And how it works is, if we get into a situation where, let's say I can't use these phones and I need to send you something for my client, it's basically a piece of paper, and it tells you what you need or what they want to pass on to you. Anybody can write anything and say it's from someone. Here, this is from the president. Well, that doesn't work out too well if you follow a direction from someone else and it's not actually the president. So what you need is what's called a bona fides. And so this is a verification of who I am, that it came from me. So first of all, you would have to guess what's on here. Only you and I know what's on here, and this is a custom-made stamp. And if I'm sending something and you know that it has this, it's going to have it in a certain location, in a certain color, okay? And now you see that and you recognize what it is on this piece of paper. Now you know it's from me indeed.
Todd.
Correct. That's my bona fides. So that's a simple way of just verifying information that I'm sending between point A and point B.
Oh, interesting.
The other object that you touched is a little bit older. We've had this model for a while. This is a tracking device. You've got many different forms that it can track on. And essentially, I use this overseas. We swap out a SIM card in here. We use a specific program, a software through a third party, and we track live. So this is real-time tracking. And on this one, this is made for the protectee. They've got this SOS button. And the SOS button, if they depress that for 3 seconds, I know, oh shoot, something bad happened, they need help. And this can be because they're in a different car, this can be because they're in a different room, this can be anything, and that's something they can stuff in their pocket. Now, I have this out here because it's not a operational tool for us any longer. The one that we're using now is about that size. This is much bigger. And before, if you think back 20 years when I started this, our devices were probably triple the size of this one. So capabilities are pretty crazy right now.
Wow. How about this guy right here?
Okay. So this is also information based, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's got codes on there, right? So think of whatever USB stick you have to put information on. This one has an external code that you have to punch in. So let's say I put my 12 digits in and lock or unlock, and the lights will turn green or red based on what it is. And then once you get that and you put this into your computer, it's basically encrypted. So on one side it's encrypted, on this side it's encrypted. So if they don't have the encryption key for this and they don't have the code, the physical code, they can't get the information on here. So if I lose this, or if the wrong person gets a hold of it some way, it's no good to them.
All right. How about these? These are pretty nice.
Oh yeah, these are great. These are the coolest thing on this table. So these are promotional gloves that we did from HK USA, and essentially has the book title on here, Protection Form from Humanity. And you can see this operator logo with the US flag. And we did this as a promo. In fact, you probably saw these on the Joe Rogan show. Maynard Keenan from Tool gave these to Joe as a gift. But we use them. So there's a couple different types. We sell them online at prohumanity.pro. I think we have half a dozen available still. I don't think we're going to do another run. These were specifically for the book.
Wow. That is so do you carry most of this stuff depending on the situation?
I carry a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's situation dependent.
Right.
It has to have context. We don't want to carry a bunch of extra stuff. But depending on where we're at and what's going on, if I'm here locally, that's not the case. But overseas, usually this plus a dozen other things.
Oh, wow. All right. That's all interesting stuff. I don't know if there's anything else on the table you really are dying to talk about.
No, I mean, there's a lot of money on the table, guys.
There's a lot of money on the table.
To do an interview here, it costs.
My salary.
Yeah, so
for anyone looking to hire.
I think we're about 140 countries worth of cash here. We have to do a lot of business in cash. A lot of places in South America or Africa, you can't use a credit card. And if we're bribing someone to get through an illegal checkpoint or something like that, it's a cash transaction. So your Visa or MasterCard or whatever you carry, the bad guys don't normally take PayPal.
Not normally. Maybe Venmo.